Joining us today is Pracheeta Dhawan. She is a fascinating young woman, very interested in the healthcare industry, especially technology, but she's got a strong bent towards genetic research. What we'd like to do is give you a little chance for people to know you. So, do you want to talk about what moment in your career has taught you the most?
It would probably have to be in grad school when I was learning about genetic research with my mentor. It would have to be where I would see myself helping patients in the long run, especially with the types of disease and disorders that they go through in their everyday lives. And just part of that genetic field, just being there to support them in in their conflicts and the help that they need when it comes to genetic research.
That's fascinating. When your colleagues or team members describe you, what three words do they consistently use?
It would probably have to be creative, persistent. I'm a very persistent learner. I try to do as much as I can, and I'm a very hardworking person. So,
Mhm.
persistent, creative, and hardworking.
Those are three very good attributes, so it's good to hear. Outside of your professional achievements, what passion project or personal interest has taught you skills that make you better at what you do?
I like to push myself, challenge myself to be the best version I can be. So, when I'm not on my desk or like I'm away from my desk, I like running. Running
Hmm.
really does help me motivate and become more focused in my career and aspirations. So,
Interesting.
picked up.
That's excellent. I've heard often that running can really clear your mind. It gives you some time to think, but it also is the whatever the physical attributes of running and the endorphins that it releases and things are really healthy for your brain as well as your body. So it's a great thing you're doing.
Thank you.
Can you tell me about a mentor that has inspired you?
My research mentor, actually, from grad school, he was the one who told me to go for genetic research. He said that he can see myself doing this 10 years from now. So I definitely would have to say my mentor from grad school.
That's fantastic. What book or podcast has influenced you?
Paulo Coelho by with The Alchemist. That
Interesting.
book is really interesting to me because it shows hardships and challenges that he went through and how he
Hmm.
was able to overcome that by going into the desert, going through all these landlines and scenic attributes and just meeting people along the way that you don't know what someone is going through until you see it for yourself. And he was
Hmm.
able to be there to be some type of help for them. And yeah.
That's fascinating. That's a great one. If you could spend a day learning from anyone, living or historical, who would that be and why?
I would have to pick Marie Curie. Yes.
Okay.
Her studies in radioactivity research has inspired me to become a scientist. And the way, like, she was one of the first women to go into that type of research, it's just so powerful for me. So I would
Mhm.
definitely like to spend a day with Marie Curie.
I think that's a great answer. It was just Women in Science Day the other day. My company had posted about it, and it really means a lot to me. As I was saying before we came on here, my daughter got her master's in child psychology and meta analysis. And it's so great to see women becoming part of science and technology and things because you're just as smart, if not smarter, than most men I know. So, fantastic to see that. I love it. What do you see as the future of your industry?
As you can see, like AI is also progressing, but I also feel like there's also going to be a need for genetic researchers in the future,
Hmm.
especially with like a lot of new like diseases that are coming out these days, especially like with COVID. That's definitely a genetic factor. So I would definitely see that genetic research is also fast paced in the future and that we are able
Hmm.
to help as much people as we can.
Hmm. Those are great things. Thanks so much, Prachi. It was such a pleasure to get to know you. How should people get in touch with you if they are interested?
Yeah, so I my LinkedIn profile, I'm mostly active on there and also like my cell number and my email address. Those are
Okay.
definitely some contact details.
Fantastic. I'll make sure those are in the show notes as well. So anybody that is watching this or listening to this can have that information right at their fingertips. So thanks so much. Really appreciate you coming on and look forward to seeing great things from you in the future.
Thank you and have a wonderful day.
You too.
MTMG, guidance that empowers.